What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel with me, Free Tip Scout. How's everybody doing? I don't think we've got a lot in here actually, so we'll just try and chill for a little bit. I've unlocked a new card, and it's a pretty powerful card on Marvel Snap, and I haven't really had a chance to play with it. I literally unlocked it late last night. I haven't got a deck that's built around it or anything, but I think we need to try and figure out like a good deck to build with the new card. You're probably wondering what the new card is, so let me go and show you. It's this one here. I honestly was not expecting that we would unlock this card, because this card, you could basically unlock it through the Spotlight cache, but I thought that you got it at the third time of trying. So you kind of collect a Spotlight key, and then you basically unlock, the key unlocks like the cache for you. And the first time we got High Evolutionary. So we got, where's he at? This one here. Super cool card actually, and I really like this guy. I think he's super powerful, because this is just like, I'm still kind of getting used to Marvel Snap. I haven't played it in a long time, and I did play it when it initially came out, but the game's changed a lot since I was playing it. And this card here, which is a Series 5, the Series 5 cards are basically all the new cards in the game that are coming out. He's basically made playing Marvel Snap super powerful with all of the cards that had no ability. So I'm really enjoying playing him. And then that's the card I got the first time unlocking one of the Spotlight caches when you are upgrading your cards, right, and you're upgrading your collection level. This card I thought I was going to get third, but I already had a Nebula because I bought Nebula during Christmas, because I just kind of, I liked the package that she was part of, where you could get like a lot of credits and a lot of gold. I didn't really buy the package for the card. And so I'm just thinking now that I should have, I think, got Nebula next rather than CAIERA. But maybe because I already had Nebula, it decided to give me CAIERA, so it didn't give me a duplicate. So whatever, we've got a super powerful card that I want to try and use now, because like this was in the shop and there was no way that we were going to be able to get the tokens to unlock it in the shop. So I actually didn't think that we were going to get this card until kind of like a lot later on. Now we've got it. I definitely want to use it. You can see here the description of it is ongoing, so that's the ability. And then your 1 and 6 cost cards can't be destroyed. So they can't be destroyed unless this ability is removed. So the likes of like a Black Knight or a Nebula or like a Sunspot, these 1 cost cards which are super powerful, and then the 6 cost cards like the Hulk, like the Infernaut, like the Magneto, they can't be killed while she's on the board, and this ability has not been removed. And this has often been a problem for me when I've been running the really powerful 1 and 6 cost cards, because you then almost need to run an armor card, which again, if you guys don't know, I'll show you. You need to almost, if you didn't have that card, you need to run this card here, so that then you can try and protect your 1 and 6 cost cards from being destroyed. Because if they're under the protection of armor, they can't be destroyed, right? You can see here. But now we don't need to run armor. We can just run CAIERA, and we can play our cards wherever, as long as we get CAIERA down, if we can, on turn 3, so that, and we get her down, like, revealed first before Killmonger is revealed, then we will be able to save our 1 cost cards. But even if we can't, the fact that she protects the 6 cost cards is massive. So I want to build a deck with CAIERA in. I kind of had a little bit of an experiment with this one, but I think I want to start again, and I want to build from fresh here tonight. Snap time, how did you unlock CAIERA? I literally unlocked CAIERA by, you know, like when you're just upgrading cards and it's increasing your collection level. And you can see here that it says the next Spotlight key is at 119. Well, they recently reset it, because every week they release a new card. So the new card that they've just released today is Hercules, which apparently is going to be super powerful for the move meta deck. And I'm a bit worried playing tonight because I think we're going to see a lot of the Hercules cards in decks, and we're going to see them in the move decks, and the move deck is already really a real pain to deal with, a real pain. It's already really powerful, and it's just got even more powerful with this card here. But yeah, essentially we unlock CAIERA because as we unlock more collection level, eventually we're going to get to the spotlight key. And when we can unlock a spotlight key, we can use the key to open a cache, right? And then we get one of these, okay? So we might get Howard the Duck first, and then we need to kind of like unlock another one, and then we might get Werewolf or Hercules. But I thought that we would need to have unlocked 3 spotlight keys to get CAIERA, but we only unlocked 2, and we got CAIERA on the second one, which is why I was like saying I'm super surprised that we got it. Hello to Twitch Gaming as well, man. Thanks for jumping in, man. So yeah, what we're gonna do, I've got a couple of decks already, but I don't have one with this new card, and we absolutely need to build a deck with her in it because she's just so powerful. So let's try and figure out what could be a good deck to put her in. Let's put her in straight away. She's actually got good base stats as well, right? If I can find her. Where's she gone? She is a cost of 3, no? Do I have to reset this? Reset this here. Couldn't see her. She is a cost of 3. Where's she gone? All right. Where's she gone? There she is there. So cost of 3, power of 4. And let's put her in because we are definitely going to use her, right? The other card that I'm really liking at a power of 3 is Cyclops, because Cyclops is a real pain to deal with because he will, if you pair him up with High Evolutionary, he will just keep whittling down the opponent card's power every turn if you have unspent energy, and there's almost no way to get rid of him. The only way to negate that, from what I can, from the cards I've got anyway, is for the opponent to play a Luke Cage, so that the cards that Cyclops is basically reducing down, you throw a Luke Cage on there and he will just restore all the power because the cards can't be reduced. So I want to run Cyclops because he's a bit of a pain, and I don't think that many people run a Luke Cage from what I can see. So I think we're going to do it. Bonucci set to join Fenerbahce as immediate termination of Union Berlin contract. Why? What happened there? I don't know what happened, so let me know what the story is on that one. The only thing is that if we put, well, let's worry about Cyclops later. What we have to think of, I think, is because we're going to play this card, we need to have very powerful 1 cost and 6 cost cards so that then we get the full use out of CAIERA, because then they can't be destroyed with her in the deck, right? So let's immediately go to our 1 cost cards here. Now, I really like this card. I like the design of it, and I really like the potential, like the ability of this card, because if we have any unspent energy each turn, he will get more powerful and more powerful and more powerful. And depending on the 6 cost cards that we're going to run, for example, if we ran Infernaut goes really well with Sunspot, and it would mean that if we wanted to play Infernaut, like if we had Infernaut in our starting hand and we had Sunspot, we could put Sunspot down as a power of 1. Then every turn, if we have a little bit of energy left over, he will be going up +1 power, +1 power. And then by turn 5, if we're in a good position, we can basically skip the whole turn. He's then going to get +5 on after turn 5, because we skipped the turn. And then we can throw down the Infernaut because the Infernaut, if you don't know, you can only play the Infernaut if we haven't played a card on the last turn. So if there's 6 turns, we must not go on turn 5 so that we can then play the Infernaut. We could also do something where we could extend the amount of turns that we are playing like a round. So we have a card now which we didn't have at Christmas, but we now have unlocked a card called Magic. And this means that when we put this down before the end of turn 5, she's going to extend the game and make it a turn 7. And this could actually be quite good, because then what it means is that if we could play Magic on, like, so she extends the turn to turn 7, we could then play another 6-cost card on turn 6, and then, well, that's not technically true. We'd only be able to do it because we need to skip turn 6 if we're going to play the Infernal on turn 7. So we might need a way to reduce the cost then of the turn 6 cards if we wanted to play like, for example, the Infernal and the Hulk, or we can use like a discard. We had an alert there as well. I don't know what's happening. I can't see the alert. So I think we just had a follow or something there, but I can't see it. It's not turning up. So hopefully it comes up soon. Thank you to whoever jumped in the stream though and is following. I do appreciate it a lot. I just can't see it for some reason on my alerts right now. One of the Power 1 cards, which I think is so powerful, is this one here. It looks really cool. I've upgraded this fully to the Infinity level, which is why it's got this really cool sheen to it. After you discard a card, add the Ebony Blade to your hand with that card's power. And you only get it once per game, but depending on the location, you can copy this card so that you can then get multiple copies of the Ebony Blade. Now, the Ebony Blade can't be destroyed and its power can't be reduced, right? Unless there's a card like Enchantress that removes that from the card, which most people don't do. And then even if they do it, they then need to play another card to destroy it. So you basically need to play 2 cards to take this off the board. If we played like an Infernaut that had a power of 20 and we discarded the Infernaut when we had Black Knight on the board, then we're going to get a 4/20 that can't be destroyed and its power can't be reduced. So it's like a nightmare for the opponent. Like, they literally have no way to get it off the board. They do, but not really, right? It's quite difficult to counter. And I really enjoy running this discard deck where you can get the Ebony Blade. The problem is, from what I've learned, is that when for example, I have this Infernaut Knight deck, right, where we are discarding the Infernaut or Giganto and we're doing it with the Black Knight. The problem is that it can be a little bit tricky.
To the real world.
Oh, wow. It's quite loud, that alert. I don't know why it's so loud. Thank you also to Pibernick for the follow. Thank you to XFoxy XD for the follow. Oh, it's a Scorp raid, is it? Oh, wow. Oh, cool. Wow, I wasn't expecting this at all. I wasn't expecting this. So we've just been raided by quite a cool streamer over in Slovenia called Scorp LZ. And thank you, first of all. I don't know if Scorps is in here. He said my name. I'm a big fan. Thank you so much, Scorps. If you're in here, then do holler. We're just talking at the moment, if you guys are joining. I've just unlocked last night one of the new cards that Marvel Snap have released, and I've unlocked it from the free-to-play way to do it, because this was in the shop, but we couldn't afford to get it, and I didn't think I was going to get it. Now we've got it, it's so powerful that I want to try and find a way to kind of like build a really cool deck around this card. And we were just talking about, and this is one of my favorite one-cost cards, the Black Knight. And it's really one of my favorites because you can get a card that's produced from it, which is a power of 4, which if you can discard like a stupidly high power card, then this card is almost, you can't counter it. There's no way to deal with it in the game. So what I'm thinking is that we're going to maybe try and do Black Knight with CAIERA, because you can see that the 1 cost and 6 cost cards can't be destroyed. And that's often been the problem, is that when you play this Black Knight and the opponent sees you play the Black Knight, they want to remove it completely. They want to kill it before you can get the Ebony Blade. Because if you leave it on the board and then they discard the card that gives them the Ebony Blade of like a 420 or something, you're going to be in problems. You're going to be in trouble. It's going to be really difficult then to win the game. And now we have CAIERA. He's got more protection. He can't really be, he can be removed, but we've got a better chance of keeping him on the board. Scorps is in here. Man, so cool. Honestly, so cool. Thank you so much, man, for bringing the party over from YouTube and bringing it over to my channel, man. Like, thank you so much. How was you were streaming today, right? You were streaming today, Scorps, no? I think you were. I think I saw the notification. How did the stream go? For all my guys in here, by the way, we don't have like a huge number in here. But for all my guys in here, Scorp, he's basically, he's the boyfriend of my sister. And he's like a streamer over in Slovenia, like a very popular, very successful streamer over in Slovenia. So I really appreciate you bringing your guys over here. And funny enough, I saw him at Christmas and I introduced him to this game, Marvel Snap. And I think he's been, he got semi-addicted to, we were like, where's he gone? You know, at Christmas, we were like, where's Ziga gone, right? Scorp's his name. We're like, where's he gone? And we were pretty sure we'd find out that he'd sort of snuck off and was playing a little bit of Marvel Snap. But it was cool. We had a lot of good games. He's really enjoying it. I know that he does a little bit of Marvel Snap now on his channel. So hopefully this is going to be kind of interesting to some of you guys over there because I know he has a mainly Slovenian following. So let me know, guys, if my English is a bit too difficult to follow. I'll try and slow things down. But as I say, what we're trying to do is we're trying to put together like a really cool deck now with this new card, which I was not expecting to get at all. I really wasn't. Now we've got it. I want to try and make a really good deck. I was, but right now not really have time to play it. If I play it, then I don't do the other things. It's so difficult. It's so difficult, isn't it, Scorp? Like to find the time to play all the games, right? I have people on my channel that say, oh, am I playing Football Manager? And we used to play Football Manager. We used to stream it. But then like there's all these other games that I want to do. And so it's really difficult to like squeeze it all into the time frame, right? But I'm enjoying Marvel Snap so much that I have to make the time for it. I really do. What is this game? First time see this game. Is this game for nerds? And your English is good. Also, thank you to Mehex for the follow. Welcome into the channel. So feel free to chime in. What I want to do is I want to start to put like the deck together, and feel free to let me know whether you think it works or it doesn't work, or what other cards you think that we should put in to then we're going to then test this deck out to see whether it's any good or not. So what I really want to do, I think I do want to put Sunspot in this deck because he's really powerful as a one-cost card, and he would go quite well with our plan to probably discard the Infernaut, because we are going to run the Infernaut. If we're going to put CAIERA in, and our 6-cost cards can't be destroyed, then we need to be playing, I think. Let's go back to him. We need to find a way to play this one. This is the big boy. This is the big boy that we need to find a way to play. Thank you also to Lojzek. I think I messed your name up there. Let me try that again. Lojzek. There we go. Thank you for the follow. Thanks so much, man. Hello also to David. It says happy birthday. Okay, so yeah, technically it's not my birthday today, but it is my birthday tomorrow. So thank you for the birthday wishes, guys. Yeah, it's tomorrow. I'm getting an extra year older, but maybe not an extra year wiser. I'll leave that to you guys to work out. Right. So let's put the Infinite in. Thank you. How do you say happy birthday in Slovenian? How do you say happy birthday in Slovenian? Can you guys type it for me? And then I'll try to pronounce it. My pronunciation is going to be terrible. Oh, wow. Wow. I can see it in the chat.
Welcome.
Wouldn't even almost have a clue how to pronounce that. Oh, you said to wish me a happy birthday today because tomorrow I saw you don't have a stream in the evening. Oh, Scorp, man. You're such a good guy. Thank you so much, man. You really didn't even have to mention that to your guys, you know. The fact that you did is like amazing. So thanks, man. Thanks so much. How old am I? I tell you what, Ray. I'll put it to the chat to guess how old I am. So how old do you think I am? How old do you think I'm going to be tomorrow? You guys can guess, and then I'll tell you if you're right or you're wrong. And then whoever's correct, I will send you something. Like I'll send you. I mainly cover another game called Sorare. I'm happy to send you a card on Sorare, or I can send you something else for another game that I play. You might have to sign up to it, but I'll send you something to get started on it, like a giveaway. And I'm also going to try and pronounce. There's loads of follows here. Honestly, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I'm also going to try and pronounce the happy birthday in Slovenian. Vze? Najblos? Ah, that's awful, isn't it? That's not how you say it. Vze? Najblos. I don't know your alphabet. I don't know how you need to pronounce certain letters. But I think it looks cool though. I think it looks cool. 25 says Lojzeg. Mihex says 20. Crash says 24. Scorps is a good guy. He's really good. Do you have another sister which is around 15, 16 years old? Because I'm not lucky with love. I don't, unfortunately. But you know what? Who's just jumped in the chat here? Horny bastard. Maybe horny bastard, because he's horny. Maybe he knows of a girl around your age that could help you. Thank you to Horny for the follow. Thank you also to Jacka SH for the follow. God, you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Scorp tells me that he has a really cool community. You guys that jump on his streams and support him and follow him, like a really good crowd, really good vibe. And I can see why, because you guys have looked like completely like made this stream pop and go alive, and I love it. It's so cool. Do I watch football? I do watch football. I do content for a football game called Sorare, so you can check it out on my channel. You can see what it's all about. This is kind of like a side thing that I do on the evening that we've just started to do, but like I actually stream a football game, like where you collect digital cards of football players and you try to basically win really cool rewards with them because they score points on how they do in real life. So it's really cool. But this is kind of like a different game that we're branching out to and we're trying to explore. Nobody did guess my age. No, I've got Lozjeg said 18, 19. I think he just tried to cover everything. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I tell you what, I'll let you guys know right now how old I am, okay? Nobody guessed it, so unfortunately I can't give anything away. But if you decide to jump back on my streams another time, I'm always doing giveaways, so you'll have a chance to win something if that's also what you want to do. I'm actually going to be tomorrow. Do we need a drum roll for this? I think we do. I think we need a drum roll. Are you ready for the reveal of my age? Tomorrow, I'm going to be 39. I can't even believe I said that. I'm going to be 39 tomorrow. Don't ask me how I'm 39. I don't actually know. I remember being freaking 18 like it was yesterday. I don't know where the time's gone, but I'm going to be 39 tomorrow. Yeah, I'm old. Yeah, I'm pretty old actually. I'm pretty old. I don't feel it though. I don't feel it, and I don't feel like I look it that much. But yeah, he's ancient. Scorps, when's the next Alan Wake so I can come into your stream and and watch you watch you watch you jump and get scared? Friday? Is it right? Is it really? Okay, so like it's a Friday Fright Fest then. Love it. I'll be there on Friday. I can't wait to see you jump and scream. And actually, to be fair, you were playing the game pretty good, so I got to give you credit, man. Try to do horrors on the weekends. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I can't believe. Who is your favorite football player? What, like playing now or just favorite of all time? Because my favorite football player who's not playing anymore is Fernando Torres. So Fernando Torres, you might know him if you know football. Obviously, he used to play for Atletico Madrid, then Liverpool, then Chelsea, although it was kind of crap at Chelsea. And I loved him. I thought he was so good. He was like super explosive, had loads of speed, really good in the air, really good off the ball, really good at finishing. I just loved him. I thought he was great. And then like my favorite footballer kind of playing at the moment, there's a couple. It's really difficult. Like if I wonder if I could show you. I probably can show you, but we'll just skip off this for the moment. We'll come back to this, guys, but I want to quickly show you if I can. Let me do it. Let me quickly show you, okay? It's a black screen here, I know, don't worry. I'm going to bring it up because a lot of my favorite footballers today are footballers that I actually own on Sorare. So let me bring up Sorare data. This game here, this one that you see on the screen, this is basically what I do, like mainly. This is the game that I cover, like in the day, every day. It's a game called Sorare. And I'll give you guys the link in the chat in case you do want to check this game out. Do make sure that you use the link, which is right there. He says that, I can't see it. There we go, there's the link. If you want to check this game out, use the link. It helps to support me and you get loads of freebies from it as well. But probably one of my favorite players at the moment that I own on Sorare, I'm going to show you right now. Probably one of my favorite players is actually this guy here. This guy here, Patrick Vimmer. Yeah, this guy here, Patrick Vimmer. He's always injured. He's like 22 years old. He's always injured. He's like made of glass. If he plays for like 2 games and then he gets injured again and then he's out for like another 6 months or something. Really frustrating. But if you type in Patrick Vimmer into YouTube and then you kind of like watch some videos of him, he's a really exciting young player, which is why I had to buy him on Sorare. And I bought him, I bought him for, how much did I buy him for? I think I bought him for like £40, which I think in euros is about 50 euros, right? And that's what the game's about. You buy these players, you actually own them, they have real world value, you can sell them and make profit, etc., etc. Can you check your PayPal? Not sure why it didn't show on stream. Go through. Check my PayPal. You mean Scorp or? Wow, so many follows as well, honestly. I don't want to be rude as well. So I want to say thank you to Big Boy for the follow massively. I also want to say a big thank you to, we had another follow in here. That's 122 for the follow. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. Bro is, I can't even read the chat at the moment. I'm reading it now though. Mine, okay. I will check my PayPal. Yeah, I'll do it after the stream. I'll drop you a little Discord, Scorp, and I'll let you. You don't have to send me anything though. You don't have to send me anything at all. But yeah, appreciate it, man. Tell us a joke. You know what? I'm not really one of those guys that's good for jokes. Do you know who Benjamin Sesko is? Yeah, we do. He's actually a fantastic player. On Sorare, he's worth a lot of money as well. Benjamin Sesko. On Sorare, he's worth £162 in the rare. He's actually worth like nearly £12,000 in this particular card here. So he's expensive, and he's expensive because everyone knows he's like amazing. And I would love to own this guy, but he's too expensive. Right. Enough about Sorare. Let's dive it back. He plays for our country and is already one of the best players. He is. He's like a wonder kid in Football Manager. He's been a wonder kid in Football Manager for like years and years and years, right? And he's still only 20. The fact he's playing for Leipzig as well, and he's still only 20, and he's already got loads of caps for the national team is brilliant. I think also, Scorp, did you tell me we had a talk about when we were talking about Sorare? I think it was like 6 or 7 months ago or something. I was telling you about a Slovenian player that I won, and I think it was it this guy here that you went to school with? Was it this guy here? John Gorenk Stankovic? Was it this guy that we were talking about, Scorp? I remember you saying to me, like, oh yeah, there's this guy, I know this guy and I used to go to school with him, and I was like, oh, is it this guy? And you're like, yeah, it's that guy. Yeah, funny enough, I actually sold him today. On my stream earlier today, I had this big selling spree where I basically looked at my whole gallery of cards and I was like, I just want to get rid of so many people. And I actually sold him today. You can probably see it actually. I wonder if I can find it. Yeah, look. This is me here, Free Tip Scout, and about 5 hours ago, I sold him. It really pained me to sell him because I quite like him, even though he's like, I can't believe he's 27. He looks so much older. If you imagine that I'm 39 and he's 27, who looks the 39-year-old here? So I think he looks the 39-year-old. I don't think I look like the 39-year-old. I think I look like the 27-year-old. And he should be the 39-year-old. He looks so old for his age, I think. But yeah, pretty funny. You also played Fortnite together. I saw that, yeah. I think I dived in a little bit earlier. Let's dive back into Marvel Snap as well, so everyone knows what's going on. Let's dive back into Marvel Snap here. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think I dived in earlier. And I saw that you were playing some Fortnite, and it looked pretty good actually. I don't tend to play it, of course, but I like to watch it. So you buy players here with real money. Yeah, you do. You buy them with real money, and then they win you money, or they win you like more cards that are worth money that you can sell, or they win you like match tickets to go and watch like AC Milan or Dortmund, or you can go and meet your favorite footballers. For example, somebody won from playing Sorare. They won a chance to go and meet Zinedine Zidane. So they went and they met Zinedine Zidane and they were playing football with him. There's loads of cool things with it. Really cool. Do I play COD? I don't know. I used to play COD way back in the day because obviously I'm old now, and I used to play it like religiously. I used to love it. I thought it was so cool. My favorite map was the shipyard. Is it the shipyard? You know, like the really small one with all the containers, and like you step out of a container basically when you respawn, and it's just like bombs going off, like airstrikes going off left, right, and center. I used to love that. I loved it. Do you know a team in Slovenia named Maribor? I do, yeah. They're one of the best teams in Slovenia, no? Maribor, because they're constantly playing European football. So yeah, they're really strong. I don't know really any of their players actually, because they're not, the Slovenian league is not covered in sorare, so I don't tend to follow it as much. But if it was ever covered in sorare, then I'd be trying to get as many players as possible from Maribor, because I know that they're the strongest, if not the strongest team from the country. Good evening to Pangelino as well. Pangelino, we're currently we're being raided right now by loads of cool guys over in Slovenia. So again, thank you to everyone for jumping in. Should we put this deck together and shall we see how it works, right? Let's put Sunspot in here. Let's put the Black Knight in here. Scorp, you're gonna hopefully see some really cool stuff because I've got loads more cards since we were playing over Christmas, man. So you'll get to see what my cards are like now, what my strategy's like. I don't think I want too many one-cost cards, but yeah, I think if we put Nebula in, we're going to start to struggle to have the higher cost cards that we need. So why don't we just have Sunspot and Black Knight, and then we need a way to discard the card. So we're going to go to Power of 3, and we're going to go down to this card here, Lady Sif, because she's going to discard the highest cost card from our hand, and the highest cost card from our hand is often going to be this card here. So we're going to discard the card with Ebony Blade in play, and then it's going to create a 4 power or a 4 cost 20 power card that the opponent can't destroy, which is going to be amazing. So let's put Lady Sif in here. Yeah, Slovenian raid, man. Alomjad, how you doing, man? I got a fucking tier 5 player who is more than 60p. No, you didn't. No. Who? It's impossible. It's impossible. It's not. But honestly, I feel like we need to alert the media. We need to like literally call the newspapers up. A tier 5 player worth more than 60p. Who did you get? Who did you get? I want to know. When we say that they're worth more than 60p, are they literally like 65p or 70p? Are they like significantly more valuable than a 60p valuation? I want to know. I want to know. My father says that when you reach 40, you become charming. So for now, you are still young. Thanks, man. I like that. I like that message, man. That's so cool. What do you do for a living? We do the streams. I stream. Yeah, I do the content. So I stream and do the videos on sorare and another game called Pooky, and we're also doing this as well. So yeah, stream pretty much every day, apart from Saturday. I have a day off on Saturday, so you can always catch me, guys, if you want to jump in and and teach me some Slovenian, and I'll teach you some really cool English as well that you can use. Right, let's put Lady Sif in. She's in. I think I want to put Cyclops in as well, because Cyclops is a real pain if we pair him up with High Evolutionary, this card here, because he's basically going to make all of these really basic cards in the game really powerful, and one of them he makes powerful is Cyclops here, where when we end the turn with unspent energy, Cyclops is going to zap the other cards on the other side of the location and just reduce their power down. And it's so frustrating playing against the Cyclops when you have no counter, because you're just going to lose power and you can't do anything about it. It's so frustrating. But when you have a Cyclops and you're doing it to the opponent, then it's really fun, because you can just see their power just going down and down and down, and your power's going up and up and up. So it's pretty fun. We're going to bring him in for that, but also I think we also want to bring him in for the Hulk, because we're going to select Hulk too, and when we have unspent energy, the Hulk is going to get massive. Like the Hulk is going to get to the same power of the Infinite. He's going to get to around 20. So it's going to be pretty mad, actually. Do you want to play Modern Warfare 3? It's new and free. Are you down? Well, maybe another time, but not right now. I'm writing a job interview on Thursday for a grade, so wish me luck. You're writing a job interview, or you're doing a job interview? You don't. Are you writing like to apply for a job? Is that what you mean? I just want to. I know it can be a little bit difficult when English isn't your first language. Oh, you're writing in school. Okay, cool, man. Do you find it? I want to ask the chat actually, because we've got so many of you guys from Slovenia in here. Do you find it difficult to listen to like English videos, or like a streamer like me that's streaming and talking in English? Do you find it like difficult, or is English like, are you quite comfortable and confident with your English now? Yeah, I understand. You don't like me. It's okay. Just tell me. Okay, I'm cool, man. I understand. Yeah, not really. Okay. Let's keep building the deck. I'll keep trying to check the chat as well. We need to put High Evolutionary in here, so he's in. And then what we need to do, we then need to go and put the Hulk in here, so that we can get the extra power, the evolutionary ability from the Hulk. So the Hulk goes in there. Right. This is where it gets tricky. We've only got 4 more slots left. And to be honest with you, we need to put this card in. So anybody that's playing Marvel Snap, especially if you don't have a lot of the newer cards, you literally need to have Enchantress in every single deck that you're running. What I have learned over the past month or so from playing Marvel Snap again is that Enchantress is literally one of the most powerful cards in the game, and she was the Series 1 card, which means that she was one of the very first cards that was actually in the game. So she's still so powerful today, and she's been in the game from the very start. I always find a way to put Enchantress in my deck, and you'll see why actually, hopefully, when we play some games. So she's going in, and then the other card actually, which I kind of like to play too, because I think it's also a really powerful card, is Cosmo. This card here. Listening is easy, writing is a bit harder. It's interesting that you say that. I like that you say that though. What's the difficulty with writing the English for you? What's the difficulty with the writing? Is it the spelling that it's just so different from like your language that it's so difficult to remember how to spell things? To be honest with you, a lot of English speakers, like a lot of people that speak native English, right? When they write English, they make a lot of mistakes in English. They make tons of mistakes in English, right? The reason they do that is because when you speak English and then when you write English, what you say and how it sounds doesn't always translate into how it looks when you write it, right? So sometimes in English words, there's like so many silent letters in there, or there's so many letters in there that sound like they should be in there when you write it, but they're not in there. Like there's a lot of R's that make it into a word when you speak it, but then when you write it, the R isn't there at all. And so it's really confusing. And that's why like a lot of even English people get it wrong. We basically write the same way as we say the words, if that makes sense. Yeah, so your language is very phonetic. So that's the word for it, phonetic. So how it sounds is how you can write it. And when you write it, then because like when you read it, then you know how to say it, right? I know what you're saying, but like if you, for example, Cosmo on the screen, every letter is pronounced, right? Every letter has a pronunciation. So if you know the pronunciation of every letter, then you know how to say a word, right? So your language, from the sounds of it, is very phonetic, but in English it's like semi-phonetic, but it's not really as well. There's too many words that don't sound the way that they look, and then there's too many words that sound the way that they don't look, and it's really confusing. Try learning French. There is a sound in every difference. I actually so Noodle, if you guys don't know, Noodle's over in Belgium, and he speaks French. And I learned French at school, and I didn't really like it. I did, but I didn't. I preferred German. So I'm actually learning German at the moment. It's not 100% Croatians, Serbians, etc. have it 100%, but we have some tiny differences sometimes as well. So yeah, Cosmo, we would write Cosmo with the K. Yeah, exactly. I really like phonetic languages. Some of you guys will know it, some of you won't. But I used to live in Hungary, and I lived in Hungary for like 5 or 6 years. No, 5 years actually. And so I learned Hungarian for a long time, and I spoke Hungarian, and I quite liked it because it was like phonetic. So once you learned the language and the rules of the alphabet, then you could pretty much approach any word. If you saw it written, you'd know how to say it, right? So it was pretty cool. Let's put Cosmo in, by the way. Right. 2-1 cost. We don't have any 2 cost at all. We don't have a 5 cost either. Watch Raj. Yeah. How are you? I meant sentence, lol. Right, let's try and do this, right? Sorry guys, if you're wanting to see what this looks like, this game. I'll try and finish the deck now, and then we can play it and we can see how we get on. So one of the things that I'm thinking of is we might not actually need to have a 2 cost or many 2 cost cards at all. We could just get away with having 1, which could be this one here. Because this card, by the way, is a new card for me too. I haven't had it for very long. And this card gives us an extra energy on the next turn. But if we do it, it means then on turn 3, we can spend 4 energy rather than 3. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. It is going to work, but the reason it's not going to work is that we actually need to put in here a 4 cost card that we don't have in the deck, and we need to put in Ghost Rider. So this card here is going to bring back the Infernaut that we're going to discard. Because if we discard, if we basically put to the bin the Infernaut, we need a way to bring him back. And that's our way to bring him back. He brings back the discarded card. So we need to put him in. Which means that we could play. We could. I wonder what the chat thinks here. We could play Psylocke, but I think we need to play Magic. I think we need Magic. This is such a cool card. It's another new card that I got. I think we need to have Magic in the deck, because if we haven't found the Infernaut by like turn 5, then we need to play Magic. So it gives us an extra like turn basically to try and find the Infernaut. Let's do it like this then, right? Let's see how we get on with that deck. I don't think it's I don't know if that's really that strong, but we're gonna give it a go. So let's go into it. Did you know you lived in Hungary? I'm half, oh, you didn't know. Yeah, you're half Hungarian. Oh, cool, man. I love Szeretlek Magyarország. I love Hungary. I think it's cool. And the Magyars, I love Hungary, man. It's one of the best decisions that I made to go, oh, not that card. Not that. We need to go and pick the deck. Deck 12. All right, let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. I did. Yeah, I lived in Budapest. Yeah. I lived in Budapest for 5 years and I had the time of my life over there. I thought it was amazing. Met so many good people. I basically just partied like crazy for like 5 years because it's such a party town, or party city, actually, Budapest. Which is why I'm really surprised that I don't look older than what I am at 39 nearly. Right. You guys can see how this deck's going to play out. Let's see what we can do here. We can't go, so we're getting the turn. And because we haven't spent anything, the Hulk has gone from 612 to 614. But we can't go here again. So we're going to skip the turn, and the Hulk is going to go from 614 to 616. So you can already see that when we play this kind of deck, the Hulk is going to get massive. The Hulk is going to get huge. And we now have a card which means that this guy here, the Hulk, can't be destroyed as long as CAIERA is on the board. So we end the turn. I am, man. I'm 39 tomorrow, Noodle. Yeah, 39. I don't know where the time's gone, but yeah, I'm an old guy now. Thank you. I have no idea. Oh, this is perfect. Kind of it is and it isn't, right? What we should put Zabu down. The thing is, we don't have many 4-cost cards. We've only got the Enchantress here. We should really be discarding either the Hulk or Onslaught. But at the moment, we don't have Ghost Rider and we don't have the Black Knight. We're going to do it. I think this is the play to do. We're going to put Lady Sif down there. She's going to discard, hopefully, the Hulk. Yeah, she discards the Hulk. Yeah, Budapest is a lovely city. So many lovely places to go. And so many cool people there, you know? I had the time of my life over there. Right. Go there once a year to visit family. I don't like Palinka though. I like Hungarians and I love Hungary, but Palinka's like my enemy. And it's funny because like whenever I used to go and visit Hungarians, they always used to offer me Palinka, and it was almost like you didn't want to say no because it's just rude to, right? And they know you're a foreigner, so it's almost like try out our national kind of drink, and then you try it. And you're like, wow. It like knocks your socks off, basically. We can't really do much here. Let's put Zabu down there. Let's put Misty Knight there. Let's do end the turn. Have you ever played Minecraft? Yeah, I played Minecraft. A lot of my nephews play it as well. So I watched my nephews play it. Oh man, we've got some shocking cards here. Because our deck has been replaced, so we don't have these cards at all. We're gonna back out of this one. I don't want to do this here. Have you ever played Minecraft? What took you to Hungary? I was at the point in my life where I always wanted to live abroad for a little bit, and at the time I was talking to some Hungarian people who I knew, a Hungarian girl, and then like a few Hungarian guys or whatever through work. And then they kind of said, oh, you should come to Hungary and visit it. And I was like, cool, I've never been. So then I went to Budapest and I visited it. And I like literally fell in love with the city. I couldn't believe it. It was like the perfect city for me. It was big, but it wasn't too big. Like you could basically walk around the main city fairly easily. It was really cheap. The women were just like absolutely stunning. Like every girl walking down the street was like a supermodel, and I couldn't believe it. I was like honestly shocked. I was like, what kind of paradise is this, you know? What kind of paradise is this? When you walk down the street and every girl is like a model, you know, like incredible. And just the nightlife was good, and just the general vibe in the city. Everyone I met in Budapest, like it felt like I'd known them for years. They were so nice to me. So then after I had that visit, I then went back and I visited again to Budapest like a month later. And then I had an even better time. So then I then went back to England, and then I went and visited again Budapest like another month later. And after the third time of visiting, like every single time I went, I had a better and better and better time. And after the third time I went, I was like, well, I kind of wanted to leave my job anyway. I've been wanting to kind of move abroad, learn a different language, like learn a different culture, live in a different culture. If I'm going to do it, now's the time to do it. So I was 26 at the time, and I had no commitments as well. So I thought, I can do it. I was single. I didn't have a house or any. I did have a house, but I didn't have a mortgage. I wasn't married or nothing like that. I had no commitments, no kids. So I was like, I can do this, and I need to do it. And if it doesn't work out, I can spend like a month or a few months there, and then maybe just come back, right? And I went there, and I stayed for 5.5 years, and it was the best decision I ever made. Gotta go. Keep up the grind. Thanks, Scorps, man. Thank you so much, man, for the raid. Thank you for bringing everyone on. Love it. Basically, England was shit. Yeah, it was pretty much. England was crap. So I was like, no way am I going to spend more time in England. Let's put Cyclops down there. Are you married now? No, I'm not. Not married. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm single. So yeah, and I like being single actually. Means I can have a different girlfriend every weekend if I want to, which is quite cool to do. Right. What he's trying to do is he's trying to win this location really quickly so that we don't have an opportunity to win it. But what we're going to do, what he doesn't know that we've got, is we have magic. We're going to throw magic down, and then we're going to throw Black Knight down here in the middle, because 1-cost cards have +2 power. End the turn. Have you ever visited Slovenia? Hungary is bordering Slovenia. So I've visited Slovenia, I think twice actually. And I went to Lake Bled, and I stayed in Ljubljana, and I loved it. I thought it was really cool. Lake Bled in particular was amazing. I couldn't believe how gorgeous and how beautiful Lake Bled was. And Ljubljana was really good fun too. It's like a really small city, but I thought it was really cool as well. Very clean city. And yeah, I had a lot of fun there. Yeah, I like it. Where were you? You're in Slovenia, aren't you, Krasnik? Are you kind of living close to Ljubljana, or are you living in Ljubljana, for example? And have you been to the UK at all? Have you ever been to England? I'd love to know that. Oh my God, what's going on here? We've got such poor cards. Look, the 2 high cards that that we built this deck around, we haven't seen them. We haven't seen them at all. They haven't turned up. So now we need to try and win this here with the cards that we've got, which I don't think we can do. But we'll give it a go. Oh, you live in Slovenia, but close to Austria, not in Ljubljana. Okay. So after I lived in Budapest, Hungary, I then lived in Austria for 3 years. Yeah. And I actually, when I went to visit Slovenia, I got the coach from Austria that then takes you through that windy, scenic route, right, into Ljubljana. And I thought it was really nice, actually. I don't think we can win this game, if I'm honest with you. Let's do that. And let's do that. I don't think that's going to be enough to win the game for us, unfortunately. Oh my God, it actually is, you know. How have we just won that? That was so bad. We've just won it. We'll take it, though. You've been to Austria last summer. Where in Austria did you go, Noodle? So we just won that, but that wasn't really what I wanted to show you guys, how the deck works, because it didn't work the way I wanted it to. So we go again. We win, which is lovely. But I want to show you when we get the ebony blade, because when we get the ebony blade, it's ridiculously powerful. Let's claim some of these as well. Okay, we have 225 credits, so I think we need to try and get... yeah, okay. Ideally, we need to try and get up to... yeah, 375, 400. Let's go again. Somewhere in Tyrol, it was close to the German border, close to München. Okay, cool, man. Austria's really cool, isn't it? Austria's really quite a beautiful country too. Right. Are we ready for this? Oh, we've got Sunspot and we've got CAIERA, and on turn 1, the first location is Muir Island. After each turn, give cards here +1 power. We are going to put Sunspot down there straight away. No questions asked at all. I'm from Austria. Are you really? I'm from Austria. Where did you go? I've never been in England. I had one chance to go there with the athletic club to run a race, but then I got sick and the trip got cancelled. Oh, no. You absolutely should try and get over here, man. Try and get over here. London's really good, but it's really expensive. And then there's loads of other good places in England, but yeah, if you want to be trying to go to London if you can for a little bit. It's quite a good adventure to go to London as a visitor. After turn 4, end the game. I don't think so. I think we're going to extend it. Sold my limited Halland way over the floor. The guy who bought it relisted it 15 euros under the price he bought it for. Maybe he fat fingered and bought it by mistake or something. Oh my god. he probably did make a mistake and he was like, oh god, I overpaid for it. Let's try and just like damage the imitation. Try and get it up for sale and not lose as much as what I paid for it. We need to put CAIERA here, like that. Yeah, I also want to know where he was supposed to go as well. So Krasnuk, where were you supposed to go? So if you had gone to England, what city or town was it supposed to have been? Where's our big cards here? Where's our big cards? I can't believe it. I wanted to show you guys this deck because we have the Hulk and we have the Infinite. So far, we haven't even seen them. They haven't been turning up. I can't believe it. It's typical, isn't it? What's he got here? Okay. God, this nebula's really big. We need to put high evolutionary there. I think it's a city called Coventry. Yeah, very good, man. Yeah. There's Coventry in like the middle of England, basically. Yeah, Coventry. I've actually never been either, Rob. I've never been to Coventry either. I know a few people that have been to Coventry. I haven't necessarily heard many good things about it, but I think it's probably like most English towns and cities, right? There's a bit of a roughness to it, but you've also got to find the spots to go to that are quite nice, right? Oh, God, right. Guys, you ready for this here? Are you ready for this? We're going to win, hopefully. We're going to try and win now. Yeah. We need to put Lady Sif there. Lady Sif is going to discard the Infinite. And then on the last turn, we're going to use Ghost Rider. And the Ghost Rider is then going to bring back the Infinite. And it's going to completely surprise the opponent. Because they're not going to expect it. We should have put Cosmo down as well. We didn't put Cosmo down, which is a little bit of a mistake there. There we go. We discard the Infinite. Okay, we should have won the left now. And then what we can do... We either go down the middle or we go down the right. We're 13 behind on the right. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go down the middle, where we're going to put... we're going to put Ghost Rider there. Then we're going to put Cosmo there. And we should win. We're going to snap as well, so that we can try and win the 8 here. Last year, my club have gone to run in a race in South Korea, but then I was too old for the competition. What's our opponent doing here? Ooh, that was a bit nasty. But it doesn't matter because we're going to win. Boom. That's how you do Marvel Snap. 8 cubes coming our way. We snuck it in there with the Ghost Rider. 26 to 13, 17 to 13. He didn't expect it. He didn't know that we had a Ghost Rider. Love it. So at your athletic club, Crash, I'm going to say Crash, I hope that's okay. What is it that you're doing at the athletic club? Or when you was there, like what type of athletics were you doing? Was it like long distance running, or was it like gymnastics, or like what type of athletics was it, man? Okay, that was a good win, by the way, for us. A very good win. Right, should we go again? We need to try and win this gold. Got to go. Have a nice stream. Oh, I'm only just seeing that now. Ola, thank you so much, man. You run 400 meters and 800 meters. What do you run the 400 meters and the 800 meters in? Like, what's your best times in those, man? We have to end the turn. We can't go. Ooh, we've got Shuri's lab. Okay, we don't have a card which allows us to go. A little bit annoying. This is the only, kind of the only thing that I'm seeing with this deck is that I don't like missing 2 turns, but then we have to think about how we're playing. Like, we've got magic to extend our turn. So let's put CAIERA down here. I really love that we've got this card here. The CAIERA. Can't believe we got it. Powerful card. Oh, okay. He's going to do a destroy deck. Ah, this is a problem. This is a little bit of a problem. Yeah, okay. So if you don't know how Marvel Snap works, is that he's got this like highlighted name, and we don't have the highlighted name. So what it means is that on the next turn, he's going to reveal his cards first, and then his abilities are going to start first, right? So we have a way to stop him from destroying these cards with Cosmo, because if we put Cosmo down here, then he's not going to be able to destroy them. The problem is that because we're going to be revealing our cards second, he's already going to have destroyed his cards. So there's no way we can counter this anymore. We just have to accept that he's going to destroy these cards here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put magic down there. And this is going to, look, this is going to destroy those cards there. And there was no way, it was too late for us then to do anything about it. And then Deadpool goes back to his deck, gets more powerful. I think we've just lost the middle location, if I'm honest with you. Unless we get an Infinite that turns up. I was saying, if we don't get that Infinite, we can't win this. Now we have the Infinite. We can probably go down the middle and steal this from the opponent. We don't have to do it, but after you play a card here, double its power. That's pretty significant because our Infernaut will double. Or will it double? Oh, will it double? Because we won't necessarily play it. Let's discard it. We need to discard it first of all. Let's do Lady Sif there. End the turn. Last year I ran 55.47 on the 400 meters and never run an 800 meters before because I was too young. But my PR on your personal best, right? Your personal record on 1000 meters is 2 minutes 49. This year I start to run 800 meters, man. 400 meters with 55 is quick, man. 55.47 on a 400 meters is quick. Really quick. And then the 249 on the 1000 is also that's pretty good going, man. Do you run for your country as well, or is it do you just kind of like run for like an athletic club? I'm wondering here if we bring in, I don't know whether we need to bring, let's do it. Let's bring in Ghost Rider and then the Infernaut there, and then let's put Black Knight here. I actually don't think that we can win this here, if I'm honest with you. Oh no. We can't. We're not going to be able to. Yeah, it doubles the power of the Ghost Rider, but it doesn't double the power of the Infernaut. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit of an issue. Because now what he's got is that he's actually got a Deadpool, which is a power of 18. We're not going to be able to win the left location. He can throw the Deadpool down with a power of 18, and then we've lost. So we need to retreat. But this is why, if we'd have put Cosmo down first of all, if we were ahead, that he knows as well. He knows. He done a very good job there. He knows, so we'll tell him that was pretty good. But we can't do anything. We have to come out of that. You're too slow for the country team. Or how can I say that? Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, so you're not too slow, but you're not quick enough. You're not fast enough to be running for the country. Yeah. I understand, man. Like, what's the, are you any good at 100 meters as well? Like, what can you do 100 meters in? Whereabouts are you based? I'm in County Durham. Are you really, Rob? I'm down in London. Or around London area. County Durham I've never been to, Rob. I don't think, no, I have never been to County Durham. County Durham's a big place though, no? It's a big area. You've never run a 100 meter on a race, have you not? But yeah, from a small village. I've heard that, you know, the thing is though, Rob, is that County Durham, I don't know whether it's just me, right? But when I hear someone say County Durham, it sounds lovely. It sounds absolutely lovely. It sounds like it could be the type of setting in like a Jane Eyre novel or something. It sounds like the type of place that I think, you know, if you have those ideas about England, you think, oh, that sounds lovely, like County Durham, right? You could read about it in a book. But then, kind of like anything, I know also there's some pretty rough places in County Durham. But it's also meant to be quite nice, right? Oh, let's end the turn. We can't go. I've also never run at my best because I have some kind of stomach ailment that makes me always throw up when I run a distance. Oh. So, but if you run the 400 meters and the 800 meters, are you still throwing up after the 400 and the 800? Or is it when you run further, a lot further than that you then start to throw up? Because when I was younger, I used to run long distance. Like I used to run like miles and miles and miles. Like I used to run, I'd done the 1500, the 3,000. I used to run even further than that. Like I used to do 5K, 10K runs, like cross country. And I used to run with people who then ended up running for England. But I wasn't like you. I wasn't quick enough. I was quick, but I wasn't quick enough to be considered for England. But I wasn't too far off either, I don't think. Oh, yeah, let's do it. You throw up on everything above 400 meters, no matter what. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. That sounds horrible to have to deal with that. Like, what is? Have you been to the doctor? Did they tell you? Like, do you know why that is? Because that doesn't sound usual or normal, but maybe it is. I don't know. The doctors don't know what's wrong with you. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't sound like a normal thing to do, to be throwing up after just running 400 meters or whatever. I hope they can get to the bottom of it, man. Especially if you're doing athletics, you kind of want to enjoy the athletics, right? You don't want to have to, because you obviously enjoy it, so you want to be able to run. You want to be able to do your thing, right? But then if you know that every time you do it, you're going to be sick, it kind of starts to be probably something that you don't enjoy as much anymore, right? Why are we doing so bad in this game right now? Oh, that's really smart. That's really smart from this guy that we're doing here. And the reason why it's really smart is that he has made it really difficult for us to... We are going to win it, I think, because we have Cyclops, which is... Oh, we are going to win it now. Because only one card went over, which is our Sunspot. We need to snap. Right, now what we can do is we can discard Lady Sif. Well, we can use Lady Sif to discard the Hulk. And then we can use Ghost Rider to bring back Hulk. And we're going to have the Ebony Blade as well. Ah. That's not good. That's not good, but I think we're going to be okay. That we have the Ebony Blade, and then we can also bring, we can bring the Hulk back. Is the Hulk going to be enough? In fact, I think the Hulk is going to be enough. Oh, no. Okay. Wow. Okay. We win. We win this one. Because we're going to lose the right, but we've won the middle. And he thinks that he's winning this one. But watch what we're going to do here. We're going to put Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's going to bring back the Hulk. So we're going to have 15 there. And then we're going to throw down the Ebony Blade. And then we're going to throw down one of these Jin as well. We don't want to put the next one in because we need to save space for the Ghost Rider to bring back the Hulk. But we should win this now. Watch and see. Watch and see, wait and see. He's got the Enchantress. It's not going to do anything at all. That definitely doesn't hurt us, so we win. We will go up to what? 27? A power of 27? No, more than that. 28. Anyways, I have to go. Tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment, so wish me luck that I get some answers. I really do. I hope that you can get some answers there, Crash. Thank you so much for jumping in as well and for talking in the chat, you know. Really appreciate it. I know you're over in Slovenia and this is the first time you've been on the channel. Hopefully it's not the last time. Do come back in again when you can and let us know how you get on with the doctor. You're always welcome. Yeah, we'd love to be able to chat to you again, man. So best of luck with the doctors and yeah, hopefully catch you on some more streams in the future, man. Let's collect the rewards there. All right. Rob, I haven't even asked you yet, Rob. We've been so busy talking about County Durham and Coventry, haven't we? I haven't even asked you, how did you get on with the rewards on Sorare earlier tonight? Did you win anything good at all? I'm actually quite enjoying this deck that we put together because it's working kind of the way that I want it to. We also need to double check to see whether we can upgrade any cards here, which we can. We just need to work out whether we want to or not. Which ones could we upgrade here? Can we upgrade Magic? No, we can't. Okay, these are the cards which we can upgrade. We can upgrade Cyclops here. We can upgrade CAIERA. And I think I do want to start upgrading CAIERA because I think we're going to run her in pretty much every deck now. She's like the brand new card. Let's upgrade her. Here we go. Turns it into 3D. We go up by 4. Oh, 2. We only got by 2. Just so coins, I think I forgot to enter, but I've not got that many cards really. Yeah, to be honest with you, it's weird, isn't it? Because even though we're back since Christmas and the football's back, it kind of is and it isn't really, you know? Like, most of the clubs aren't back yet playing football until, like, next weekend. So I get it. I totally get it, man. Yeah, it's still kind of like the winter break, isn't it? Even though it is the winter break for a lot of clubs. Like like I was looking at the lineup builder and I have so many more options from next weekend. So I think it was FIFA on the stream earlier who was saying that it's so good that like club football's back and he can put out more lineups for the weekend. And I kind of said it is, but I don't really feel like club football's properly back until kind of like next weekend when like more of the Belgium, the Dutch clubs are playing more again. Why do we have... Okay, we've got armor because he has armor. Okay, let's put armor down here. Because that nebula is a bit of a problem. Okay. Belgium starts playing 19th of January. There we go. Yeah. So it's like literally next week, isn't it? And for me, that's kind of when like proper club football's back again, when you've got like the Belgian Pro League playing again. I think also the Dutch Eredivisie is also playing again. No. It's the Dutch Eredivisie is playing this weekend, isn't it? Because I have Luke Brouwers in my team, my rare threshold team. But when the Belgian Pro League comes back, that's then when I'm going to start to be really excited about football again. We have a CAIERA. We need to change this location here. And he's gone for the Storm. That's actually pretty annoying. Because we wanted a turn 7 game and he's changed it. We need to put Cyclops down here now. That will whittle them down. And then we also need to put Sunspot down there so we can definitely win that location. We press snap and we press end turn. Luke Brouwers is seriously injured. Is he really? Left their training camp in a wheelchair? Oh my God. Thank you for telling me about that. I didn't know at all. I didn't know that at all. Oh, that's pretty annoying. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm going to have to... we've got some replacements, so it's fine. But I was really looking forward to using him because he had quite a good fixture against Sval. Damn. Okay. We will work it out. We'll work it out. I think Courtrai is going bankrupt in a few years. In a few years, I'd honestly wouldn't be surprised if they went bust at the end of this season. But I think you need to sell... you definitely need to sell Kadri. I tell you what, though, when I look at Courtrai, they're the type of club that makes me think they're definitely getting relegated. And then when they get relegated, they're not going to be able to pay like any of their top players. So they're then going to have to sell them, and they're going to have to start downsizing. And I hate to say that, but when I look at that club, it just reminds me of so many good clubs that just get caught out, and like they end up then getting in a cycle of just like a downward cycle where it's then really difficult to reverse it. Yeah, it's a shame to see as well, to be honest with you, because I quite like Kortrijk, but they've been so bad for so long. Our owner doesn't give a shit, does he not? Is your owner from Belgium? Like, where's the owner from? I'd pay a lot more attention to sorare if my team was on it. Sunderland. Oh, you're a Sunderland man, are you? Oh, there we go. The Black Cats. Now, he's like the richest guy in Vietnam. Oh, okay. I'm with you. Is he the same owner? Oh, is it the same owner? So the guy who owns Cardiff is the same owner of Kortrijk. Is it really? I know this guy then, yeah. I didn't realise that he owned Kortrijk as well. Why can... Do you have any players that are loaned from Cardiff to Kortrijk? Surely. Because Cardiff have quite a good academy. Isaac Davis do you have? Lovely. Oh yeah, and Ojo, yeah. Ojo, of course. What are we doing here? Why are we discarding? No, we don't discard. We put the Hulk down, I think. I don't think we could win this, actually. Oh. We have won it. You know what? I quite like Ojo. I quite like Ojo. I feel like Ojo, he was a really promising talent that's not quite reached, never quite reached the hype of like the potential that he had. But I actually think he's still quite a useful player. The problem with him is just he's not very clinical. That's the problem. Like, he's a forward that doesn't really score many goals, and you're always going to be judged on goals, aren't you, when you're a forward? In sorare, when he plays, he actually is quite a useful player, because even though he doesn't score goals, he actually does a lot in his general play, which means that his AA can be quite good. But yeah, if he could just add more goals to his game, then he'd be like amazing. But I just don't think he can. And he's certainly not going to do it at Kortrijk, is he? He's not going to be like a 20-goal striker at Kortrijk with all the other trash players that he's playing around him. Yeah. Right, we won another game there. We're up to rank 80. This deck is actually working really well. We were at rank 77 when we started, and we're now at rank 80. We want to try and get quite high. Let's do it. I don't want to talk too soon, though, because like this deck could just like crash and burn, and we could go on a run where we just end up like losing every game. But I just love playing with this new card. Oh my god, this could not be more perfect. Okay, so let's put Sunspot down to begin with. We almost want to try and play the Black Knight as late as we can, so that we don't reveal that that's what we're going to be trying to do, like with the Ebony Blade. Black Knight 1-2. This is good. We need a way to discard. And then if we can do that, we're going to win. We actually need to put the Black Knight down now because we need to stop Nebula from going up to 1-3. What's the best player, Noodle, that Kortrijk have developed over the past 5 years? What's the best player in your opinion? Terem Moffi. Yeah, but hold on a minute. Terem Moffi wasn't actually from the academy at Kortrijk. So he didn't come through the academy at Kortrijk. He wasn't at Kortrijk for very long either. So what I mean is, what's the player that you've developed? Because Terran Moffy, I know him very well. He's amazing, but you definitely can't take credit for Terran Moffy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you bought him and he actually scored a nice amount of goals for you in a very short space of time, but he wasn't with you for very long. How long was he with you for? I think he was with you for what, 7 months or something? And then, if that, 6 months, 7 months, and then he got a transfer. And then he wasn't even at that club for very long after, because then he then got snapped up by Lorient. But what's the actual player that you guys have developed in-house that you've then sold on, and he's gone on to be like a massive player in somewhere else? I think we're going to win this, by the way. Oh, lovely. Which team do you support again? Is that for me, Rob? I follow Luton quite a lot because that's where I'm originally from, but my official team that I support is Manchester United. So, yeah. But I often don't talk about it very much on the stream. You know, like how some people will just talk about their football team all the time, right? I'm kind of not really one of those, but I'm especially not one of those right now because Man United, the way they're playing, it's just nothing really to be proud of. And when you start talking about Man United, you just know that you're just going to get like a load of stick because they're just so comedy at the moment, not in the good way. Yeah, Luton, our goalie came from Kortrijk. Okay, cool. Yeah, Kaminsky. That is a good one to have developed. Oh, we're going to lose this here. Oh, you know what? You know what? We could end up losing this one here. He could put his Hulk down there, and then we lose the left, but then we win the middle and the right. If he ends up putting the Hulk down there to get the +3, then he'll win the middle as well. So we actually need to put Ebony Blade down here. Because I think that he will probably put something down there. He could put the Hulk down, and then that would win him the left and the middle. And he would just give up on the right. But if we do that there... Oh, he's retreated. Lovely. You know, Lars Montegnies, slightly. Yeah. What about this guy? Is this another guy that's come through your academy, is it? Oh, that's another win. That's another win. We are getting close to rank 81. Let's keep going. We're also getting pretty close to unlocking these play 4 cost cards, like basically completing the missions here, which will give us a ton of points to get further up on here, because we ideally want to try and get the 100 credits here. Let's keep going. Before we keep going, though, I want to see if we can make another upgrade. Played his whole life in Kortrijk Academy and now transferred to the Anderlecht Academy. Okay. I'll check him out after the stream, man. Thank you. Why do they all go to Anderlecht? Like, what's the deal with them all going to Anderlecht there? Is like Anderlecht like an affiliate club? Are you two affiliated, or is it like a location thing? Like, what's the deal there? Like, why specifically Anderlecht? Why they're not going to, like, for example, Bruges, or like why they're not going to like another big club? Like, why is it just those two? Pay them big money, like a normal salary, 3,000 per month. Okay, that's a lot, isn't it? Yeah, for a 17-year-old, that is a lot. 3K a month. It's brilliant. What are we doing here? We don't... Okay, we need to try and upgrade, don't we? Let's reset that. What cards can we upgrade here? What cards do we want to upgrade? Abomination, Cyclops we could do, which we might do. Yeah, I think we do upgrade them. Let's upgrade the Hulk. Let's upgrade the Hulk, actually. There we go. Right, cool. Up to 50. Get another 50 credits here. Okay, what else can we upgrade? We have 125. We can't make another blue upgrade, but we can probably upgrade another green. Don't really know whether it's worth us doing that, though. Let's upgrade this card here into the green, into the blue. Right, 10 boosters there. Okay, cool. Right, let's keep going. Let's keep going with this deck that we have, that we put together because we unlocked CAIERA, which is one of the brand new cards that was released last week in Marvel Snap, that we're lucky enough to have won. This one here. This one here, actually. There we go. Look, CAIERA. Really enjoy this card. Super powerful. Right, let's put Sunspot there. A lot of big players used to play for us but didn't come out of the academy, you know. Yeah, I understand. You basically have the players in your academy. They then get poached. The word is basically poached. They get poached by a bigger club because there's bigger money. It's better prospects. You know, it's a better, bigger club, right? It's more attractive. Then they end up going and having a good, successful career. But then maybe you guys don't really get the credit for it because they basically moved and were kind of really developed through Anderlecht. But you had them initially. The first card you play here is destroyed. We can't go there. We can't go there with CAIERA, but we could put CAIERA there. And then if we're able to discard the Infernaut, we can then put the Infernaut there. Pos from Scorp. Oh, thank you so much for jumping in. Jaco. Apologies if I got your name wrong there, man. But thank you for jumping in. Appreciate you coming over from Scorp Stream. Did you know Christian Benteke played for us? I did know that. Yeah, I did know that. Yeah. What are we going to do here? Do we have a way to discard? We don't. We need Lady Sif to turn up. I tell you what, this is making me think that maybe we need to try and find a way to put Blade in here. Just to give us an extra option to try and discard. We hope that the Black Knight does not get killed here. It can't be killed, actually. Because, yeah, she's going to stop it from being destroyed. Okay. Oh, my God. Right, we need to get rid of this. We need an extra turn to try and find Lady Sif here. We have two cards that we don't have in our hand. These two cards are Lady Sif and Enchantress. We need Lady Sif to turn up on the next turn. If Lady Sif turns up on the next turn, we can then use her, discard the Infernaut. That's going to create an Ebony Blade of a 420. And then we can use Ghost Rider to then basically bring back the Infernaut, or we can use the Ebony Blade to put that down and win the game. But we need her to turn up on the next turn. If she doesn't turn up on the next turn, I don't think we can win the game. So we're going to use magic here to extend the turn, because the game should end on the next turn, but we're going to prolong it by 1 extra turn. So we get 1 extra turn to try and find Lady Sif here. What's going on? Why is the opponent not doing anything? Okay, that's a horrible card. Right, Lady Sif. Oh my god, we got the rock. We got a rock. We got a rock. So at the moment, we're not going to be able to win the left location. We have to. We should put the Hulk down somewhere. Let's put the Hulk down on the right, because he can't be destroyed, because CAIERA is going to protect him. We might actually still be able to win this, but okay. The next turn we're going to get now Lady Sif. There we go. It's too late. It's not too late. It's actually not too late. We can use Lady Sif. She's going to discard the Infernaut, and then we're going to play the Infernaut in the middle. Boom. That's how you do it. So Lady Sif, then she's going to discard Infernaut, and then we're going to play Ghost Rider here. He's going to bring back the Infernaut in the middle, which means we're going to win the right location and the middle location. All things being considered. So we're going to snap. Right, here we go. Unless he's sitting on like a Hulk or something. Something that like is going to be monstrous in the middle. There's no way he can win this one. Oh, that's a bit of a problem though. But it happened before. So that actually doesn't help him at all. Look at this here. That is so satisfying to do that on the very last turn. And we were only able to do that on the last turn because we have magic in the deck, and magic can extend it to turn 7. And it actually works out quite well, because then the Ghost Rider is a cost of 4, and then we have Lady Sif, who's a cost of 3. So actually the way we've got it set up is perfect, because if we haven't been able to discard the Infernaut by turn 5, we can extend with magic, and then hopefully even on the last turn, we can use Lady Sif, discard the Infernaut, and then we still have 4 left, which we can then use to bring Ghost Rider in, who's then going to bring Infernaut on the very last turn. That is lovely. That is such a satisfying win to get that done like that. Do you know Tutor from Frankfurt? We do. Don't tell me that Tutor came through Kortrijk as well, did he? No, he didn't. Okay. What about Tutor then? But he was loaned out to us. Okay. You're quite a good loan team. You're quite a good like not feeder team, but you're quite a good development club, where a lot of the bigger clubs will send their players to you, and then it will be give them some good first team experience, because you guys don't have the players, right? Because your great players are taken from your academy and sent to the bigger clubs. So then, and then other bigger clubs send their good players to kind of you, and you can kind of develop them a little bit, but then you don't really get to keep them because it's just a loan. Got to shout or shoot. Catch you later. Thanks so much, Rob. Thanks for jumping in, man. I really appreciate it. Catch you on the next one, which will be tomorrow, but if you can't make it, we'll see you on the next one, man. Okay, we can't go. Right, so the Hulk gets an extra 2 to his power. Let's also skip. We can't go. So the Hulk's going to go from 6 to 16. Or 6 to 15 now, because he got dropped down from the Scorpion. Right. We need to use magic to change this location. This location, funny enough, actually works in our favor, because if we can get the ebony blade, we can put a 20, we can put like a 420. Oh, this is decent. This is decent. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to put the Black Knight there. Then we need to put Lady Sif here. Lady Sif is going to discard the Hulk, but then what we're going to do is on the next turn, we're then going to bring back the Hulk with Ghost Rider in the middle, and we're also going to have an Ebony Blade of 415, because the Hulk is a power 15, and we can play that 15 there, and it will not lose power, because it can't have its power reduced. We need to snap. We need to end the turn. And we should be able to win this game, in theory, because we have all the cards that we need to make this work. And he's running a high Evo deck, which means that he doesn't really have a counter for what we're about to do here. So there's our Ebony Blade of 415, which we're going to play over there. What we're going to do... what we are going to do right now is we're going to bring back the Hulk. He could have a Shang-Chi, though. If he has a Shang-Chi, that's going to be a bit of an issue. But we almost need to bring the Hulk back straight away, because then the Hulk can continue to climb in his power. So we need to bring the Hulk back right away. If he puts a Cosmo down the middle, we're screwed. No, he doesn't. Yeah, so now this is good. And the Hulk's going to go up in power. Look, that's why we had to bring him back straight away, because we would have some unspent energy there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the Ebony Blade here. We don't actually need to put Sunspot down, but we will put him down. Why not? End the turn. And then we get unspent energy, which gives Hulk an additional... Oh, he's got Shang-Chi. What did I say? What did I say? If he has a Shang-Chi, we're probably going to be a bit screwed there. He had the Shang-Chi. Wow. Okay, so it's not completely done. It's not completely over, because we can put Cyclops down the middle, which is going to take us to 11 there. Technically, we could put High Evolutionary, but it's only going to take us to 12. We need to put Cyclops down, because Cyclops is going to knock them off by 2 power. So we'll match them here for 11 and 11. And then what we simply need to do is we need to extend... we have a 15-point gap there, and then we have an 11-point deficit here. So actually what we need to do is we then need to put down... it doesn't really matter, but we'll put Enchantress down, just in case he plays some kind of like an ongoing card here. And then we should win it, because we're going to tie the middle. We're going to lose the left, but we're not going to have a bigger margin than our winning margin over here. Let's do that. Unless he does the Hulk. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was pretty impressive. That was pretty impressive, to be honest with you. That's very good. Kind of forgot about the Hulk. Good. He deserved to win that one. That's a bit of a shame, because actually I think we played that quite well. Maybe we should have held Ghost Rider back, because I was saying, wasn't I, like I was a bit worried about that Shang-Chi, but I kind of just almost gambled that he didn't have it, and then he did have it, and we wanted to keep the Hulk in play sooner rather than later so we could keep growing in power. But actually we then just kind of almost advertised to the opponent that we said, come and Shang-Chi us, and he did. We gave him the invitation to Shang-Chi us, and he took it. All right, cool. Let's go again. I think we're playing quite good at the moment.
Behold my creations.
I think that was like our first loss, really, since we've been using this deck. Okay, we have the Black Knight. Let's put the Black Knight down. Usually I don't like to play him straight away. The reason I don't like to play him straight away is because if you're basically telling the opponent what you're about to do, and we're not even in the position to do it, so we can't go. Okay, so he has a high Evo deck, which is the deck that we just lost to. So we need to see if we can win now. We need to change this location because it's pretty annoying, this location, actually. Ah, I see that he's also thinking the same. He's changed it. He got there before us. Okay, and then we have Cyclops, who we really need to, I think, play here. You gotta go to school, go to bed. Noodle, thank you so much for jumping in. Thank you so much, man. Really good to talk to you. Yeah, thanks for telling us the ways about Kortrigue as well. And have a good day tomorrow at school. We'll catch you on the strings as soon as you can. Another time, man. So thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, see you later, man. Thank you. Really enjoyed you being on the string, so I appreciate it. We have Lady Sif, but we have nothing to discard. I want to save Ghost Rider to come in here. Let's put... oh, all cards have to be played there. Okay, fair enough. Let's put High Evolutionary down there. Yeah, he's going to run with the Cyclops, which is going to wear us down, which means we're probably going to lose the middle location. So we have to try and win the left and the right. Oh my god, I can't believe again we're not getting our high-end cards here at all. Sunspot goes down. Oh, I mean, to be fair, Sunspot really needs to go here. And then... we almost need to put Enchantress down somewhere. We need to put Enchantress down. It's a bit of a waste, but we need to do it. He hasn't gone. He didn't go. So, he didn't go because he has the Infernaut. So he's about to play the Infernaut, and we didn't even get the Infernaut or the Hulk. We have our 2 6-power cards, our 2 most powerful cards in the deck that we've been waiting to get. We even extended the turns to 7 turns so we could give ourselves a chance of drawing one of them. We didn't draw any of them, and this whole deck relies on us drawing at least one of them. We have the Black Knight down. We could easily put Lady Sif and Ghost Rider down. We've had them in our hand for a while. We needed a high power card here. So we're not going to play because we're definitely going to lose. So we have to retreat. If we'd have drawn like a Hulk or the Infinite turn before, we might have had a chance. But I also know, because he skipped the last turn, that he was about to put an Infinite down. So yeah, that would have been a problem for us to have as well. Because even if we had drawn the Hulk or the Infinite the turn before, or even the turn before that, when we would have seen that he missed a turn, it would depend then on where he put the Infinite and how powerful we were in the other locations. But yeah, we had to withdraw from that. Hello to Daytopper. Yeah, retreat was the way, wasn't it? I quite like that. I really like that emote that you used there, that retreat emote. That's pretty cool, man. I like that a lot. Let's go again. Where from? I'm guessing you got it from like another stream, right? Like a Marvel Snap stream. How's the snapping going? Oh yeah, you've got the good game, the GG Hulk and the Thing emote as well. I like that too. It's going good, man. We've just late last night I was able to unlock CAIERA, which I didn't think we were going to get at all. And so then when we got CAIERA, I was like, okay, we need to put a deck together with CAIERA because she's so good. And so that's kind of what we're doing at the moment. We've put a deck around CAIERA. Funny enough, we haven't actually seen CAIERA in a while. That's Dera's emote. Oh, cool, man. Very cool. How's the snapping going for you? Have you seen anyone running the Hercules card at all? We haven't run into anybody yet that's running the Hercules card, but I'm a bit worried because that sounds really, really powerful, really out of control kind of deck, the move deck. It's going to make that even more out of control, surely. We haven't seen it so far tonight, but I'm actually quite interested to see how we can deal with it with a move deck that has Hercules in it. You haven't seen Herc played yet. I'm slowly climbing, sitting at 83, running the Thanos blob. Oh, cool, man. Very cool. I don't have blob and I don't have Thanos, but Thanos I saw is going to be released, isn't he?
To the real world.
Thanos is going to be released, what is it, in the 3rd week? I think it's the 3rd week, right? In the Spotlight key, the Spotlight cache. Thanks, Datopper. Thanks for the follow as well, man. Is Thanos actually really worth running? I see a lot of decks, not a lot of decks actually, but I have come across quite a few decks where I'm seeing the stones and then I kind of see Thanos. Is it one of the strongest kind of decks that you can run at the moment? Because Blob's kind of funny. Because, like, Blob is obviously, like, super powerful, but, like, if you have a feeling that the opponent has Blob, then it's almost quite easy to counter. If you are running, of course, a Shang-Chi or a Cosmo. One of the decks that I've seen that was horrible. It was actually horrible for me to go up against it. Because I didn't really have a counter for it. I don't have all the cards. Was when somebody played the Artem Zola. I think they played the Zola on the Blob. And so then the Blob got copied. And I was like, what the hell are you supposed... How can you defeat that? Where you've got like a Blob on one side with like 50, and then a Blob on the next side with 50. I was like, wow. It's pretty interesting. Thanos is pretty fun. I've had him forever, but the Blob package made me finally try it. CAIERA is in the deck. You ain't chilling nothing. What do you mean? We need to have a card to discard, and we don't have a card to discard. I think we need to back out of this one. We could play like Cyclops down here. Maybe that's what. Maybe that. Well, we can't. No, end. Oh, Shang-Chi. Yeah, you ain't cheating nothing. I'm with you. Oh God. We have to retreat. This has not gone too well for us. What is going on here? Like, what? why are we not finding our 6 power cards? Like, honestly, we seem to have like done 2 or 3 games where we struggled to draw them. Wow. This was also kind of a little bit horrible because of this Sanctum Sanctorium or Sanctorum, and we don't have with this deck a way to get power across to that type of location. Like, we have no kind of like adjacent power cards in this deck, and we don't have like any decks that can, any cards that can move. Let's go again though. As soon as you saw Bar Sinister and Destroy as an opponent, it was over. Yeah, I think so. If we'd have actually been able to maybe have got like the Hulk or something, or the Inferno on like turn 1 in our opening hand, I might have actually played that out to see if our Ebony Blades could have done anything. But the Destroy deck is horrible. Yeah, those Canals are horrible. Yeah, I played a deck recently, and I actually thought to myself playing it, I was like, okay, we're in control here. And then right on the last turn, they played that Canal, and I was like, wow. I was like, wow. Okay, that was pretty hurtful. It was not nice. I don't have it. I don't have that Canal. I find some of the most annoying decks to deal with at the moment are the Destroy deck with the, you know, the one I'm talking about, where like the Deadpool ends up becoming like a 64 or something, and you're like, what the hell? And it keeps coming back, it keeps getting stronger. Super annoying, right? Like Deadpool is in real life, which I think is so cool about the card, because they made the card annoying as what the character is. And then when it's combined with like a Canal, it's like, oh man. And then the other really kind of annoying one is like the Move deck, which is very frustrating to try and deal. The good news is at your lower collection level, none of your opponents have complete decks either. Yeah. We're a little bit lucky in that sense, because we're not facing those types of cards too often. Every now and then we are coming up against them though, and it's pretty painful when we do. Oh, what have we got here? Okay. So I don't want to... Let's put CAIERA down. I don't really want to put her on reveal. Don't want to give the opponent a CAIERA, obviously. I think we do need to put it here. I don't want to fill this up yet. Destroy is and will always be strong. Lots of friendly locations for Destroy. Yeah. I remember when I first started playing Marvel Snap, and Destroy was my favorite deck, but I didn't have anywhere near the same cards as what you can have today for Destroy. And it's kind of frustrating for me, because I want to do Destroy, but I don't have like Deadpool. I don't have that X2 card or whatever it is, the X3. I don't have Knoll. I don't have Death. And so like those are quite big parts of the Destroy as well, and I just don't have them. So it's a little bit frustrating. But I can't wait till I do get them, because it does look really fun to play. When it all like comes together, like when you can get that Deadpool that's like just getting like to 132 or 164, and you're like, wow, it's impressive to watch, you know? Even though it's not very nice to face, it's actually quite impressive to see it come off like that. We're not in a good position here, I don't think. Yeah, we've got Evo, and I've got a deck that I've been running Evo with, and it's been like very good, like what this guy is doing to us, right? And I do really like it. one of the things that I found with the Evo deck is that we don't have She-Hulk. And so when we come up against like an Evo deck that has She-Hulk, most of the time we're going to lose because they can just play that She-Hulk on like, you know, turn 6 or whatever for nothing, along with a massive Hulk. And then they've also got, you know, all the other cards that we've got as well. So yeah, I was trying to figure out whether we could do something a bit different, but it's just so strong, isn't it? It's so strong. Like here at the moment, what we need to do is we actually need to discard the Hulk, and then we need to bring it back. Let's put, I don't think we can win this actually, but let's put that there. I think we have lost this one. Yeah. You know what you know the other mistake I made as well? Is it DA Topper, or should I just call you Topper? I don't quite know how I need to emphasize your name. Is it Data Topper or yeah, Topper, yeah? So Topper, one of the things that I realized, I'll show you in a minute when we lose this game. We've lost this one, haven't we? I mean, we can bring back the Hulk. Let's give it a go. I think we've lost this one though. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, what? Nah, let's not give it a go. Let's not throw cubes away here. I thought if we had an extra point, then we could also play Enchantress, but we don't. Yeah, one of the mistakes that I made, probably not a mistake actually, but like I was a little bit too eager to pick up the Season 3 card in the shop. And so in the shop, you know, when you get like every new season, you can choose like a Season 3 card. I chose one, and the one that I chose was Typhoid Mary. And I actually quite like the card Typhoid Mary. I have this kind of really aggro deck that I put together where like Typhoid Mary is the most expensive card. And then we run it with like Havoc, and Havoc can actually cause tons of havoc and he can get really powerful. And it's just a really fun deck to play when it comes off, right? But then kind of when I bought, or I claimed Typhoid Mary, I was then like, oh shit, like I then started to look at She-Hulk again, and I then realized that She-Hulk was a Series 3. And I was like, oh shit, I could have just waited for She-Hulk to come around in the rotation, and then I could have got She-Hulk because I would use She-Hulk in a lot more of my decks than Typhoid Mary. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You should have banked your tokens and not paid for Season 3 cards. You get them from free from the collection ladder. Yeah, I know, man. Like, I'm wondering at the moment, because I'm like level 1,579. Like, I'm wondering when I get the She-Hulk. Because when I played, I know they've changed it, right? But when I first started playing Marvel Snap, when it first came out, I remember I got so many cards really quickly that I still haven't got, and I've played significantly more now. So I remember by this time, easily by this time, I had a She-Hulk, I had Red Skull, I had Doc Ock in there, I had Death by this point. There were like so many cool cards that I still haven't got yet, and I know that they've changed it so that they've now moved them in the order that you can unlock them. But I'm like, wow, how much longer is it going to take for me to get the She-Hulk, you know? Is it random? Is it really random what cards you pull from the collection ladder? So, like here, for example, now at my collection level, there's no set card that I'm supposed to get as part of a pool at 1,582. Really? Oh, it is random. Oh, man. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, set from pool 3, but random. Wow. Well, based on what you said there, I must have had like an amazing run then on this other account that I had Marvel Snap on, because yeah, I I unlocked so many of those cool cards. Maybe not Doc Ock, because I don't really like Doc Ock anymore. But Death was amazing. Red Skull was obviously amazing. That's still a card that I would love to have. Let me ask you a question as well about the Spotlight cache, right? Because maybe you know this way better than I do. I thought with the Spotlight cache is this new card that's now in the Spotlight cache. I thought that you would get the new card like last. So for example, you would have to get 2 Spotlight keys to get these 2, and on the 3rd Spotlight key you would get Hercules, right? But that wasn't the case for me yesterday, because I only got 2 Spotlight keys and I was able to unlock CAIERA, which was like super surprising for me. Is it random again? Wow. Okay, again it's random. You could get lucky and hit new card on 1, or it could take 4. Wow, okay, so we did get lucky then by pulling CAIERA on the 2nd Spotlight key yesterday, because I really wasn't expecting it. We've only done a few Spotlight caches since we've got to the point we can do them. And I think the first one where we were trying to get Havoc, we got Havoc, but we got him like on the 4th turn or the 4th time. And I was like, wow, that's pretty brutal. It took you 3 today to hit hit Hercules. That's such a strong card, isn't it? Like a 4/6, which is really good base value. And then first time another card moves hit each turn, move it to another location. Like the move deck is going to get silly. I needed the duck too, so just need to get 2 cards to complete the collection. Do you use Howard the Duck in many? Now you've got him, are you going to be using him in many decks at all? Because I actually quite like being able to see the next card. But I would like to know what decks really take advantage of that. Like what decks will have the advantage when you can look at the card and then think, okay, that's the next thing I can do then. Like before I make the play or something, you know? You do not, will never use the duck, but I'm so close to having them all. Okay, I'm with you. Because like on some other card games, right? You can, there's obviously cards which allow you to peek, right? To do what Howard the Duck allows you, which is to look at the next card, the card that's on the top of the deck, right? But in some of those games that I've played, when you have that ability, it actually, it gives you like an advantage. I feel like I don't know a way, and maybe it's just because I don't have the cards, but I feel like I wouldn't know a way to use Howard the Duck that would really give me an advantage, you know? Like, is there a card as well where you can peek at the opponent, the top card of the opponent's deck? Because that would be powerful. Having a look at the top card of the opponent's deck, but you could only do it one time in a game. Yeah, he works well with Iron Lad, so you know what you're gonna hit. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, Iron Lad's great, and I was thinking, well, if I was gonna run Iron Lad, I'd probably run him, because then I think, okay, who's the next card? And if I saw the next card was like Professor X, and I'd be like, okay, I need to put Iron Lad down on this location so I can then get the lockdown, right? From Professor X, yeah. But other than that, Duck kind of pointless. Almost any other one drop is better. I agree with you, man. What, in your opinion, is the best one-cost card, man? Because I'm often, when I'm like building lineups and not lineups, building decks, I'm often looking at my one-cost cards, and I keep going back to the same one-cost cards that I have, and those one-cost cards are Sunspot, the Black Knight, Nebula as well, and then every now and then I quite like the Hood. Just for the 1/6 demon. So Spot, Nebula, and Nico. Yeah, okay. I was using Nico quite a bit, and I do like that card. I don't tend to use it that much anymore. Maybe I should be using it more. I think I'm just so much in love with the fact that you can get this here, but yeah, this is a little bit frustrating when you don't get it. Because then your whole plan goes out the window. But I think Sunspot and Nebula, I see them so much now. And for good reason, because I just love those cards that are, you know, just like, just stacking the power after each turn. Yeah, I like the flexibility too. When I started using her, I really loved it that you could just turn a card, like a crappy card, into like a 1/6 demon. Or if you're not quite got the cards that you were hoping for, then you can then put her down if she's going to give you a spell to then draw, to then destroy that card, and then like draw 2 cards. So I quite like it. I thought, oh, it's quite a cool card actually. Hello to Tebow as well. Sorare tonight, not tonight actually. Our evening streams are mainly like a Marvel Snap thing, where, you know, we just chill, we just chat, and we play another card game like Marvel Snap. Oh wow, we got the blob. Okay, so we know he has the blob then. One of the problems that we've got is that we don't have a Shang-Chi. I wish I had a Shang-Chi now in my deck, because then I would be dealing with this blob. I would feel, I would have no fear about the blob, but we don't. Oh look, and he's already setting up the armor so we can put the blob down in the armor. I hate this location. And look who turns up when we're just talking about. We've had our deck replaced, and look who it is who turns up. He had to. He had to. Okay, fair. I'm a new viewer. Oh, hello to you then, man. Welcome in. Yeah, welcome if you're new to the channel, man. New to the streams. This is actually kind of a new thing that we've been doing. We haven't been doing it for very long. Where in the evening streams, we want to do something a little bit different. And then in the day streams, we hit the Sorare game really hard. So yeah, feel free to tune in for Sorare tomorrow, but obviously stick around if you enjoy what you see. You're more than welcome to stick around. I think this is going to end really badly. So I think this is going to end really badly because we already know that he has blob and we don't have a way to destroy it. We can only Cosmo it. And I don't want to put the Cosmo down now, because if we put the Cosmo down there now, then he's just not going to put the blob down there. He's going to put the blob either here or to the right. It would force him to go one or the other, but if this was a really horrible location, I might be tempted to do it. So then we have a chance where he puts the blob down and it just naturally gets destroyed from the danger room. We've got some really poor cards here. I'm not gonna lie. Let's start going here. Nice, so tune in for tomorrow, for sure tomorrow. See you then. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, Tebow. See you on tomorrow's stream, buddy. Oh, this is really rubbish, isn't it? We're working with scraps here. We're working with scraps. Let's give him... we need to actually just be in a position where we're winning. We're winning a location so that then on the next turn we can put Cosmo down there. He's probably getting quite frustrated because we're taking so long. Okay, so on the next turn we are actually going to be able to put Cosmo down before him. Okay, so let's be honest about this. If I have a blob, which he does have a blob, he has to be thinking that I might be running with a Shang-Chi, right? I might have a Shang-Chi. So he'd be mad to put the blob down here because his blob could be destroyed from the location. He'd also be a little bit mad to put it down here because, oh no, hold on. Well, I'm gonna reveal first, aren't I? So he's not actually worried about the Shang-Chi, he's worried about the Cosmo. We also need to put our blob down. We need to put our blob down. That's going to be his blob. What's our blob? Our blob is what? What? Why is our... Because, of course, we don't have... What? Why have we got like a 1? What happened? We could have easily stopped that as well. We were debating putting the Cosmo down, right? If I'd have put the Cosmo down, I win that one easy. I thought I put the blob down. Why have we got a 1? Can someone explain? Why is it that we have a 1? Oh, hold on a minute. Shuffle through what he drew. So our blob is okay, and it shows you. Okay, right, it shows you, right? So we absorb the power of Gambit 3, then Dazzler 2, then freaking Green Goblin -3, then we have a -8, which is the Hobgoblin. Are you kidding me? Oh my god! What was it that he got? He got no minuses whatsoever. Oh my word. He got Rogue, Ironheart, Werewolf by Night, Yellow Jacket, Elsa Bloodstone. Oh my word. The one time, because I don't even have this card, right? So the one time I get to play him and I think, cool, we can go on the blob here. We can hit him with a blob. It completely backfires and we end up getting a blob with less power than what he has as a base. Oh my. We definitely would have been better off playing Cosmo. If we'd have played Cosmo there, we actually would have won the game. Bit annoying. All right. Next time, I'm just going to play Cosmo. I'm going to play my card. Right. Let's go again. Let's go again with our CAIERA deck. And I think what we'll do after this one, we'll play this CAIERA deck for one more turn, and then we'll switch to the Evo deck. And we'll, yeah. It was Cosmo, Silk mid, and Howard left, in my opinion. Really, you would have put Howard the Duck down. All right, let's put Black Knight down over here. Bit risky, but why not? Right, we've got Lady Sif already on turn 3. So if needs be, we can create a 4/12 with the Hulk. We've got CAIERA as well. Hulk's gonna get to 14, which is lovely. So I don't mind getting a 4/14 Ebony Blade. I don't think we necessarily need to do it because we could put CAIERA down. And then on the next turn, we could then use Lady Sif. And then on turn 5, if we get Ghost Rider, we can bring Ghost Rider back. And then on 6, we can put the Ebony Blade down. I think we need to try and protect the Black Knight, though. We don't really know what he's got. We could just use... Let's see if we can just get... let's see if we can get the Hulk up a bit more. Oh, he's running a Destroy deck. Okay. He might be. I don't know. Cable's not really... Let's extend as well. Let's extend. We're going to leave this because this is actually quite a good location for us. And then we'll just... we'll change this one up. Yeah, so that after you stopped his blob, you had a shot at Silk going left and tying left. Oh, okay, I'm with you. Okay. I should have just put the Cosmo down. I should have just gone with what is, like, we were ahead. We kept talking about we almost need to be ahead before we before the last turn, right? Because we knew he had that blob, and then we were working out where's he going to go with that blob. Well, obviously, you put the blob down where the armor is, right? I should have just tried to. I tried to be too smart, right? That's what it came down to. I tried to be too smart, and it backfired. Right, we can get a 416, which we are going to do now. We're going to get a 416 Ebony Blade, which I think we're going to play in Jotunheim. He's going hard on Jotunheim. It does make me, yeah, okay. And we've also got the Infernaut now, okay. That's a little bit annoying. We should put the Ebony Blade down here because it's not going to lose any power. So by the next turn, he'll be down to 6 with the Carnage. I don't really understand why he was hitting Jotunheim when you're going to lose power there. Hold on a minute. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's put... let's try and wear him down on these cards here. Is he going to destroy Venom? Surely not. Probably try and destroy... Let's put Cosmo down here. No. Let's not do that. Let's put Cosmo here. Okay. Oh, he has... Okay, so he discarded Death. This isn't great for us, really. This isn't great. Because we can go here. Yeah, we've kind of screwed ourselves a little bit. Yeah, it was a bit poor, really. We're going to lose that. Or, yeah, we are. Yeah. Wow. Went hard on Jotunheim as well. Fair play. Okay. Let's move off this now. Let's go to the High Evo. Let's go to the High Evo. We had a nice little run with that deck, but I think we're kind of reaching the point where I think we need to freshen it up a little bit. So we dropped down to 79 there. Let's switch it up. Let's go to the High Evo. Right, so... I think we need to throw CAIERA in here instead of somebody like Luke Cage, because Luke Cage was fine when I didn't have CAIERA, because I was almost using him as a counter against the Cyclops that I was going up against, I was facing. But I also don't mind it anymore. If we have a Cyclops that's reducing our power, we just need to then almost focus on two different lanes. And I need to have CAIERA in here because we need to try and protect Misty Knight, Sunspot, and then of course the Hulk, right? So let's take Luke Cage out. Let's put CAIERA in. Like that. So we have 2 1-cost cards, 2 2-cost cards, magic to extend, to give us more time to maybe get the card that we're waiting for. To get the card that we're waiting for. Cosmo and Enchantress kind of look a little bit out of place here. I think if I had some other different cards, I might play them, but because we don't, we kind of need to run them for defense, basically, for the blobs and for the any ongoing decks that are running out there still, because Enchantress can just kill them in one go. And then we're running with Scorpion. I actually found Scorpion to be quite a good, cheaper alternative to the Thing, because obviously with the Thing you need to he afflicts 3 targets with -1, but if you're playing the Thing and they're on not like 3 targets, then you only, let's say there's only 1 target or 2 target because they just haven't played any cards, and you do need to play the Thing, otherwise you're not going to play it, you're not going to play him, you missed a turn to play him, then the Thing can only just basically afflict 1 or 2. And then at that point, it's almost too late for Abomination to get quite low. So almost by playing Scorpion on 2, it can afflict all the cards in the opponent's hand, so that then by the time it comes to Abomination, and if we have Cyclops out, then Abomination we can usually play at a cost of 1. If we can extend the turn to 7 with Magic, then we can definitely get Abomination down to a cost of 0. With the likes of Cyclops and Scorpion. Yeah, I was going to say, like, when you look at the... I'm not surprised to hear that. When I was looking at the High Evolutionary, like, there's... For me, this is... I don't like this. I think this Wasp is kind of crap, to be honest with you. I think it's really crap, so I wouldn't run it in an Evo deck. I think Misty Knight's okay, pretty useful, getting that +1 power. But I think that she's also kind of replaceable. Shocker's good, I think, to give a card -1, but I think he's also replaceable. For me, the best ones in here are like Cyclops, Abomination, and then the Hulk. Like these, for me, these 3 cards here, I think you could just easily run in another deck with the High Evolutionary and be very, very happy with, which is what I'm also been trying to do. Perez, the last Evo, here's the last Evo I ran. Sunspark, Misty Knight, Scorpion, Armor, Magic, Rogue. Ooh, Rogue's an interesting one. Why did you run Rogue in the Evo? I'd really like to know why. Cyclops, High Evolutionary, Moon Girl, Abomination, She-Hulk, and Hulk. I like it. I like it. The only card that I don't get that's in there is Rogue. Were you using Rogue as a bit of a counter for the the really powerful ongoing decks out there? A lot of Miss Marvel, but you can just steal their ongoing. Okay, yeah. So you're kind of using it as a bit of a cheap counter. Cool. I've actually not used Rogue. I do kind of like her. But my kind of my card to go to for like counters for ongoing is this one here. I think the only problem with Enchantress at the moment, I actually think Enchantress is too high, but then maybe because she's so powerful, maybe she needs to be. But I think one of the problems with Enchantress that I found is that if somebody plays like a Cosmo, and then they play all their cards behind Cosmo, Enchantress can't get to them, right? Because Cosmo is played on turn 3 or is a cost of 3, and then Enchantress is 4, right? So, yeah. I ran a lot of Enchantress. She's very strong, but you need Zabu, to be honest with you. Yeah, interesting you say that, because look at who I have pinned in the shop that I have been after for a while. I have pinned Zabu, and we need to spend some time maybe on the next stream that we do Marvel Snap, which will be Thursday and Friday. We need to spend some time trying to win some tokens so we can get to the 3,000 and get that Zabu. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Then on turn 6 we can chi and enchant. Yeah, and I see so many people running Zabu for good reason, because it's obviously a really powerful 2-cost card. It's quite frustrating not having Zabu. At the moment, the way that I'm kind of using Enchantress is that I'm only really using her as a counter defense card, which isn't that great, because then you've got like a forecast card that you're never really intending to use most of the time. A 4/5 is actually obviously not too bad, but I could also just take her out and replace her with somebody else a bit more stronger. But she's just so powerful that even though I don't have Zabu, there's been so many instances where I've been playing like Marvel Snap and she single-handedly won me the game because I've just waited and dropped her on, say, like turn 6 or turn 5, and then she's just in one go just completely cancelled all of the onslaughts and the Iron Mans and the super Krolls. She's just so powerful that I almost don't want to not have her in the deck. I only still run her in Destroy to remove the armor. Okay, I'm with you. I think this is a pretty, I think this is a deck that should work well. It has worked well for me when I ran it with Luke Cage in there instead of CAIERA, but now we've got CAIERA. I'm hoping that this should run even better now. I like Psylocke at the moment. I've only had her for a few days, and I quite like that she synergizes in this deck quite well, because with that extra energy that we get on turn 3, it then means that on turn 3, sorry, we can play like a Cyclops down, and then Cyclops is immediately going to start to like negate. He's going to start to afflict the minus power like on turn 3, which can then reduce the cost of Abomination even quicker. Yeah, so I quite like it for that. But then obviously if we don't use Psylocke on turn 2, if we decided to say use Psylocke on like turn 5 or turn 4, especially on turn 5, then it means that then if we play Hulk on the next turn, turn 6, then the Hulk is also going to increase in power, right? Because we're going to have an extra 1. So we're going to have like 7 energy for turn 6, and then he goes up, right? So yeah, I think she synergizes quite well. Let's see how CAIERA does in this deck now. Let's have a couple of games with high Evo. We'll try and squeeze in 2 or 3 games here, and then I think we might call it a night after that. I've been streaming all day. With that said, when it counters my Destroy into a Tribunal, I can kill that same pile of Iron Man Onslaught Tribunal. I like that that Iron Man Onslaught Tribunal. That was honestly winding me up so much that I had to start thinking about a serious counter for it. And that's where, after I saw it happening too much, I was like, we need to have Enchantress to stop it. And I'm so glad now that we have her in there. Right, what's this here? Ghost. Let's put Sunspot down. We don't actually have, that's the great thing with the Evo deck, is that it doesn't really rely, does it, on reveal or ongoing. It's basically abilities that you can't really remove, or you can't really like counter them per se. Like Ghost here, I'm not really a big fan of this card with on reveal abilities happening last, but we don't really have any, so we can just play a card here, I think, and then we can still get the extra 1 for Sunspot. If no enchant, the counter is the retreat button. It's the retreat button. Okay. What we working with here? CAIERA, Cyclops, and then Namor. Namor's actually pretty horrible. We don't really need to use Phoenix Force. We've got Abomination, who's costing 4. It's gone up to 10. I think I don't think many of his cards are going to be going down the middle. So let's put Cyclops there so that if he goes on the left, we can start to wear him down. Is he really going down the middle? Shit. Wow, that was a good one. That was a good one. We couldn't get CAIERA down before Killmonger. What we will do is I think we're going to... He can take the middle. I'm not interested in the middle. God, we've got this Abomination at 310. We need to play Abomination. We can play Magic a little bit later. Oh, he's already wasted Shang-Chi. He thought we were going to go down the middle. Perfect. So we don't even have to worry about that Shang-Chi on our Abomination anymore. Then I think what we're going to do is we're going to play the other Abomination. Oh, no. No. We don't have Hulk. A bit worried. He doesn't look like he's running a Hulk, so I think we might be fine. I think we can get away with doing this in by the next turn. He's done Storm. There we go. Yeah. We probably should have snapped, actually, to be honest with you. Missed out on another cube there. That's all right, though. That's a nice quick win. Nice, quick, easy cube. And we've also done this as well, which is good. Let's get the points for that. Let's claim the new title. Your name enrages me. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can get another 2 wins in here before the end of the stream. What's your Topper? What's your favorite card in the game? Like your favorite card of all. Like your favorite card design, your favorite card to play, to use. What's kind of like your favorite card in the game, man? Because I have a couple for different reasons. Hey everyone, sorry for the off topic. Anyone has Heracles news? I don't think so, Madar. I don't think there's many guys in here that are either playing Sorare or know about it. Oh, he's going for the Bucky Barnes to destroy down the middle. Okay. Oh, and he's going to get it as well. That's pretty annoying. Yeah, but the thing is, it's not going to work because we're not going to reveal first. Look, he's revealing. So he can put, yeah, he can destroy Bucky Barnes and our Cosmos kind of be wasted. If we were revealing first, I'd put the Cosmo down, but we're not. And yeah, he should be playing a Carnage. Yeah, I think it's going to be CAIERA. I think we're going to do CAIERA and then Sunspot, actually. Let's see if we can match him down the middle, and then let's put Sunspot there. Here he comes, destroying it. So Deadpool, Carnage, right? He's surely not going to destroy this again. Again, we're not kind of revealing. I'm going to wait to see where he puts the next cards, and then we're going to put Cosmo down to maybe try and stop the second wave of destroy. I think for now, let's put Scorpion there, and then we can maybe use magic on the next turn. He's still going for it down the middle. Okay, fine. That's pretty horrible having that Venom there at 17. And we have no way to deal with that. Our abomination was destroyed. That's a bit annoying. Yeah, we're in massive trouble. Like, I'm looking at this here, and it's like, looking at the cards, we don't even have good cards to try and turn this around right now. Like, High Evolutionary is not going to turn it around. Enchantress is not really the card we need right now. Cosmo, yeah, it's kind of like it's too late really to be using Cosmo. Magic's just going to extend our pain, so I think we need to just retreat out of that one for one. Like, I was looking at it and I was thinking, this is not a good position to be in at this point. Like, we have the card advantage, but we actually don't have the advantage at all, because we know that he's just sitting on a massive Deadpool. Yeah, it's just going to end. Yeah, absolutely. The right thing to back out of that one. Let's see if we can get a good win, though. I think this will be our last game for the night. So let's try and end on a high. Let's try and end with an 8-cube win. Always quite difficult to get those 8-cube wins because, especially at this level, at this kind of rank, most players are pretty smart. But every now and then you can kind of, you get someone a little bit impulsive. Let's get a good hand. We get an okay hand. Yeah, we can work with this here. Here we go. So end the turn. Okay, cool. Wow, that was lovely. We need to get Scorpion down sooner rather than later. Card in your hand. What's its power and cost? Okay. Not good. Not good. We could have gone Psylocke there. As it turns out, we can only really do Sunspot, which is actually okay because we're not going to use any energy. So he's going to get some, and then Hulk's going to get some. Let's put him here as well. Like this is a bot. Is it? It's a bot? Wiccan's a bot, is it? How can you tell the bots if you just played enough to know that Wiccan's a bot? This one is listed on the bot list, is it really? I'm going to snap anyway because I think we have a good chance of winning this here. We're going to put our abomination down here. Technically don't have to. But he'd have to put something down with a power of 6 or actually 7. I'm going to do it. If he doesn't get that right. Wow. Yeah, so this does look like a bot, doesn't it? I mean, if I didn't know it was a bot, I'd be thinking, why would he flood like that location and then not play another card in that location? They'll probably retreat if losing 2 lanes on 5 Really? All right, let's put it to the test then. Let's go Psylocke. And then that's going to give us 1 point left over. So the Hulk will go up to 10. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, that's double nasty. Green Goblin and then the Hobgoblin. That's really horrible. The only thing we can do really is put the Hulk down. The Hulk will take us to 2, but then he'll get an extra 2, so we can match him for 4 if he doesn't go here. Let's do it. He retreated. You called it. You did call it. You called it. He retreated. Love it. All right. Wow. Good session. Very good session. Finding it really difficult to climb. I think the highest that we've got to since the new season is I got to like 87, and then we've dropped all the way back down to kind of finding it really hard to climb. But now that we've got CAIERA, I'm going to start using CAIERA in the Evo deck, because I think the Evo deck is the deck where I've had the most success at climbing. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going with this deck here. But I think it's super strong. We are missing some really crucial cards, I think, mainly She-Hulk, which I already mentioned, but other than that, I think the win percentage on this deck is actually really high. And what I need to do as well is I need to make sure that I'm, you know what I'm about to say here probably. I need to make sure that when I'm in a good position, I'm getting as much cubes as I can by snapping more. And I need to make sure that when it's just not going my way, I just back out, especially when it's like a cube of 1, just back out, right? Rather than committing to an extra cube or then taking it to 4, which sometimes I do actually, because I'm still getting used to like some of the cards which players have. So sometimes you think, okay, that like this is fine, and then they throw a card down and you're like, oh, I didn't consider that card, but now I have seen it, I'm like, oh, I need to think about that card a bit more in similar situations. And then yeah, we're going to keep trying to climb in the collection level. What we'll do, because I now know that it's random, so thank you, Topper. What I'll do is when we're going to try and grind really hard over the next 6 days. We're going to try and, I don't know if we are actually. The thing is that I was going to say we're going to try and grind hard over the next six days, and we kind of grind hard anyway, right? But even though this is a really powerful card, I don't really run the move meta deck. I don't do it. I mean, I guess if I got this card, then it would probably force me to start running the move deck more. But I don't run it. I don't really enjoy it. So what I'm thinking is that we just save up our spotlight keys, and then we save them until the 3rd drop. So we don't actually go in and we don't use our keys for this cash. We just kind of almost skip this one and then wait for the one afterwards, because I think it's the one afterwards that we can get Thanos in there, right? Yeah, you've just said exactly what I've just said as well. I love it. Yeah. So I don't want to do this here actually. I definitely don't want to get Howard the Duck. I definitely don't want to get Werewolf. Even though I've heard that he's kind of okay, and I'm not really too interested in getting this one. So yeah. Also, funny enough, I do actually want to get I want to get Galactus. So I'm also saving for Galactus. I just think that's a really cool card. And I've had that used on me a few times, and when it happens to you and it ends up winning the game, it's such a cool thing where, you know, you're like, oh wow, he's just won the game on the last turn with one card, and it's such a cool flex to do. So, and I think it's just the animation for it's really cool. So I know that Galactus, I think, is coming in the first week of February, right? Or the last week of January. So I think I'm going to skip this spotlight key, but we're going to grind really hard. We're going to try and earn as many spotlight keys as we can. I think in a week I tend to earn 2, so I'm going to be trying to earn 2 again, and then by the time the next spotlight cash arrives, we can then decide if we go in for the next ones. Gal is kind of a 1 cube card. You may win with it, but odds are it's for 1 cube. Yeah, okay. I think the other thing with Galactus, right? Now that when you have Galactus played against you so many times, the other thing that you almost remember with Galactus is that, like, you don't want to have like a location almost empty, and if the opponent is not really going down that one location either, or maybe they are, right? Maybe they're just really hitting it hard, and then all of a sudden they just throw. Well, they can't, because you have to have just 1 card down there, don't you? So it's almost like if the opponent's not really hitting a location, they're not really playing cards, it makes you think, okay, like, are you sitting on a Galactus, right? Trying to get me on the last turn. So, yeah. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. The ones that stayed to the end. And even if you have not been here from the start, if you've just tuned in, or if you've been jumping in and out, then I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to be doing more of this Marvel Snap content in the evening, so the next time we do it is going to be on Thursday night, and then we'll do another one on Friday night. Tomorrow I am going to be back with another stream in the day for Sorare, which is the other card game that we cover. So if you've never been on a Sorare stream and you're interested in another card game, then come and have a little look, come and check it out, and you'll discover a lot. It's also my birthday tomorrow. It's my birthday. So it's going to be an extra special stream because I'll be celebrating my birthday, and who knows, I might even do some giveaways as well. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. For those guys that are still here in the chat, and for the guys that are listening back to this later on, thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for all of the support. Thank you also to Scorps for the raids as well. Massive love to the Slovenian community. And I'll be back again tomorrow for my birthday. So till then, catch you later and have a good night.